No. Alright, so factor each polynomial to 2 binomial, whatever. So I gave you a calculator, Albert. What more do you want? Do you want my blood? So if we have x squared minus 9, so we have the x squared, and we have c, which is negative 9. These are actually some of the easiest ones you can get because there's no b term in the middle, which means that the two amounts we're going to get in these two boxes should cancel each other out. So we look, what can we multiply to give us x squared? It's just x times x. What can we multiply that will give us negative 9? Is negative 3 and positive 3. These have to be the same number. Negative 3 and positive 3 has to be the same number with different signs. Why is that? Because if you use anything else, it won't cancel out, and nobody's happy. Yes. So this is going to be negative 3x. This is going to be positive 3x. Negative 3x, positive 3x, those cancel. So here's our answer. Our first factor is this x minus 3. Our second factor is this x plus 3. And we can put parentheses around that if we really want to. And that's the basic idea. Okay. Can you do the next one? No. You have a calculator in front of you. Don't ask. You hit control, then enter, and it'll give you a decimal. All right, x squared minus 16. So again, we have x squared, 16 in the lower right. What number times self gives you x squared? X. What will give you negative 16? Negative 4 and positive 4. Okay, if you did 8 and 2, let's say this is Bizarro World and we're doing things Trigo's way. So we have x, what, plus 8? Negative 2, x and 8. So that'll give us x squared, negative 2x, 8x, and negative 16. Right? What's the problem with this way? When we combine this, what do we get? We get 6x. Is there a 6x in here?
Is there supposed to be? Wait, how do you,
Okay. So the question was, should this have a 6x? No. If it wanted to have a 6x, this would have said x squared plus 6x minus 16. That's a totally different equation or function or graph. Anything you want to call it. These are two different things. This is not an acceptable answer for this. Okay, so we go back. That's what we're talking about. This and this have to be the same number because when we work it out, now we're going to get negative 4x and positive 4x. And what happens when we combine that? We get nothing, which is what we want. So in order for this to work, you have to have the same numbers with different signs. So this is going to be x minus 4, x plus 4. And once you get the idea of that, the rest becomes pretty easy. So what should be the factor if it's x squared minus 25? We should have x minus 5, x plus 5. Okay? How about 81 minus x squared? This one's a little bit different because they're backwards. Okay, now you're just guessing the same answer over and over again, saying, I don't know at the end. So let's say 81 and negative x squared. Let's find out. Okay, what times what is 81? 9 and 9. Okay, how are we going to get negative x squared? Okay.
Alright. Positive x, negative x.
Positive x.
I.
Okay, Albert, this is why you're an 8th grader. And nobody likes 8th graders. Yes, you'll be 8th graders next year. That's the usual progression from 7th grade.
Well, you're not gonna like us next year? What? He doesn't like us now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so here's our answer. And we can fill this in if we really want to. This is 9x, this is negative 9x. So we have 9 plus x, 9 minus x. If you didn't want to write it like that because that's ugly and I told you that's ugly, we could rewrite it. So we could flip around 9 and x since they're both positive. No big deal. That's x plus 9. Right? But what about 9 minus x? What would that look like when we flip it around?
Negative x.
This is negative x plus 9. Okay? Why do I keep using purple? And why is this one still up here? This is the most ugly math we could have ever done. Okay, put it on the stack. Alright. We have 4x squared minus 49. We can still do this, and you're like, oh no, but it's not just x squared, now it's 4x squared. But what's special about the number 4? It has something in common with why we can use things like 9 and 16 and 25 and 81. It is a 2 words. Kids at home answering like, oh my gosh, how did they not know this?
A perfect square.
Okay, 4 is a perfect square, yeah? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. So what can we times by itself that'll give you 4x squared? 2x. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, down here we have 49. 49 is also a what? Perfect square. Because we can times what times will I give you 49? 7. But since we want negative 49, we're going to have 1 positive, 1 negative. And this, if we really wanted to, we could work this out. But do we have to?
No.
Why not?
You don't have to.
Yes.
Not necessary.
It's not necessary because this is just going to cancel out. Okay, write yourself a pass. I'll sign it. So our answer is, I'm somehow back to purple. 2x minus 7, 2x plus 7. And if you switch the order of any of these around, if you put x plus 3 first, that's the same exact thing. Okay, last one, 36x squared minus 4y squared. Oh no. But what do all these things have in common? They're all perfect squares. See, we're learning. So 36x squared. What can we times by itself that'll give you 36x squared? 6x. 6x. I don't know, just guess. Don't tell him.
Tutoring. There we go.
Went to tutoring? That's your note. Put your name, the date, the time, what class you were in. Why can't you just write one? Lazy. Like, oh, I know you just spent this hour helping me make up work I should have done in the first place, but can you do more to help me?
Okay, what's the date?
We should wait. Should walk you out to practice. So negative 4y squared. What can you multiply by itself that'll give you that? 2y. And if one of them's positive, the other one negative. Okay? So again, we could have 12xy, negative 12xy. We don't really need it. So our two factors are just 6x, what? Plus 2y, 6x minus 2y. And that's pretty much as ugly as those are going to get. Do you have a pen? Where's the time?
Put on 5 o'clock.
Don't lie, you're only here till 4:59. Plus we have video proof saying you're only here till 4:59.
Actually,
It's
that's
5.
outside time, so chill out.
Don't tell me to chill out. I'll chill you out. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know if you'll believe it because this is my handwriting.
don't forget, like, comment, subscribe.